Okay, so we're gonna go over maintaining side control, all right? So we wanna be able to add weight. We wanna be able to control the position when somebody's gonna just try and, move and get out, right? Whether that's trying to bench press you off or do a big bridge and buck you off, whatever's gonna happen. We need to understand some of the basics behind how to control that position. And this would be like when we talk about base, right? How can we stay connected? Well, staying connected kind of may involve disconnecting sometimes, right? But that doesn't mean we can't disconnect to add weight somewhere, right? Or disconnect with, my chest to add, weight to my shoulders, etc. Okay. So we're gonna control head, arm, side control today, and then we're gonna see transitioning to mount with the knee sliding across. And then we're gonna move to cross side control. And we're gonna see stepping over to mount, kind of like what we saw with the takedown, okay? So that's what's on the agenda. First off, let's go over just head arm control without me doing anything. I just wanna kind of get some components putting in your head arm. So like knees down, side mount, yeah, there you go, good, like this, okay. So think about your base with your legs, your knees are apart, and your feet are together in the back. It makes like a triangle, okay? You could be live toes, or you could be tops of your feet, right? And if you're live toes, you just stay down on this one, right? But yeah, this feels pretty solid. You got your hands together over here, right? Put a little more of your weight over my jaw. Just move weight, yeah, yes, good. And the same thing here, like move your upper body up a little bit, or your lower body up a little bit. Yes, good, right? That's good. That added a lot of control to my head. So the shoulder controls the head. And think about the head. If my body was a lever, the head is the end of the lever, right? So where the head goes, the body follows, right? So you've got, you want that even pressure up here. Good, okay? You got hands together. And now let's talk about posture, okay? So I want you to think about rounding your spine a little bit. Yes, good. That lifted your chest up off me, but it actually made your shoulder come a little more here, right? And I'm poking out so I can talk, right? But do that again. Yeah, see, that just adds a lot it affects the way that I'm speaking if it's on my shoulder, okay? So that's one little component, right? We want to have like a cat spine, right? A cat back. And then the other is like if you've ever practiced yoga, you got the cat and the cow, right? Or the cobra stretch, right? That's where you have a proud chest, right? Good, and that adds weight too. Okay, so go rounded spine. I felt some weight on that, right? And it's here, right? Think about your head, when you round your spine, your head kind of draping over my shoulder over here. Do that again. Even better, even better. Now, expand your chest, cobra spine, yes, good, nice, your cow, okay? So that's kind of the idea, but when do we do those things, right? Well, we need to do them in time. Techniques have time, right? So if I am turning in, or if I'm turning away, that's what we're trying to figure out with these first two elements of controlling the position, right? I'm either gonna turn in and don't really react, and I might, like recover my guard or something. There's a technique we teach in this class. Okay, so here, I also might turn away, okay? And there's some transitions where if he's trying to go to mount or something, I could escape by turning away, okay? But the moral of the story is if he just tries to hold me down and doesn't make adjustments, as I try and do those things, he may lose the position. And it might just be simple. It might just be, I just, throw him off of me and get out, created some space with a bench press, okay? So here's what I want you to think about. If I'm turning in, that means this shoulder is coming off of the mat. And this shoulder here is going back that way, okay? So what I want you to do is when I try and turn in, I want you to round your spine, yes. Oh, because of what I was doing, that got incredibly heavy. right? It's not this round spine right here. I feel the weight, but it's not as uncomfortable. Okay, go back to neutral. Now, when I go to bridge, I want you to round that spine, and I'm just gonna start slow. Good, relax. When I stop, you stop. Okay, now, don't round your spine. See, I just bench pressed you away, right? And got some space, got your chest up off me, okay? So that's a kind of component of control here, okay? So that rounding of the spine, if I'm trying to turn in to do something like recover my guard, okay? If I'm trying to turn away, right? You can add weight on the inside shoulder. So turning away involves getting my inside shoulder off the mat. Okay, so what I want you to do here is go with that cobra shape in your spine, right? That cow. All right, so yes, and relax. Good, good. Okay, now let's interplay. I'm gonna turn in, then I'm gonna turn away. So I want you right now, just relax. Right now you're neutral. All right, you're controlling, but you're not like just, staying full on, like I'm gonna pin you here and hold you here. You got head, arm, side mount. I'm about to start trying to escape. If I turn in, right, you're gonna go cat. If I turn away, you're gonna go cow. All right? Yeah, I'm going away. Good. I'm turning in. Good. And you go back to neutral. Now turn away. Turning in. Nice. Good. Go ahead and release. Very good. It's not that hard. But here's what we forget about things like that. Right? They think like, okay, yeah, I know how to hold someone down that pin. And then they go to doing things. Mm-hmm. And you're like, oh man, I didn't remember to address that. Like, what if they do this? And then we get to believing perhaps also that the pin's not working because of something that we it's like it's something that we missed, but we're like, I don't like that pin. It doesn't work for me. It's not, but it's like one little detail we're missing usually, right? We might not be changing our posture as they try and escape it in a certain way.
Could be timing.
Yeah, it's timing. So that's the best way to understand. So if we understand timing, that's something we can start and look at all techniques and say, okay, what's the timing on that? Okay. So let's go back to transitioning over now. Actually, there's one more little piece of this, okay, that we will add on. And we always called this, when I was coming up through the belts, digging out the arm. Okay, you want to hold somebody and control them. Okay, so just adding this on. You feel that? That's an issue. Okay, you're gonna have to deal with that. All right. So how you can deal with it? Have that head arm. If I start trying to turn on my side, and let's say I got a little bit like that. Switch your hips towards Kessa, but keep your head arm. Okay, good. Nice. I like how you cut the shoulder pressure. Okay. Now, slide your hips north along the floor a little bit. Let's stay heavy here. Just slide them like this and then. Now go back to side mount. This is way worse. Okay, go back. Okay, go back to normal. See, I got my frame in here. All right, I can do some things with that frame. So I have a head arm. Keep the weight here. Sit through the Kessa and slide you up under my shoulder a little bit. Yes, now switch back. Good. Now get your pressure, right? Arm all the way. Cobra. Nice. Turning in, cut back. Good. So much pressure. And I'm way bigger than you. But that's always been the marketing tactic on jiu-jitsu. It's like, hey, you smaller person, you want to beat up bigger people? Go do jiu-jitsu. Like Larry, funny story, Carlos Gracie, one of the founders, pioneers of the art. He put an ad out in the newspaper when they first opened their academy. It's like, you want to get punched in the face? You want to get your arm broken? come here at this place and this time, and I'll show you jiu-jitsu. And that was like the origin of them, the Gracie Challenge, you know. So it's a funny part of the history, but they figured out that wasn't the best way to get people to come try a class, right? But that's, again, you know, that's like the power you come to wield with this. All right, lay right here, head facing that way. Okay, so head arm side mount. You can't obtain that strong face control and also slide your knee across to mount without making some adjustments, okay? And the adjustment is gonna be this, okay? So you got a good head arm side mount, and I'm going to slide this knee across. I wanna have some weight here. I'm not in a hurry is another thing. I'm sliding this across, and then I need to put this out, okay? That's so you don't just hit me with the Upa escape as I'm doing this in this bridge and roll, okay? So I'm coming out, I'm not in a hurry here, and I just transition that over, okay? So you have good head arm control. You start sliding here, I'm leaning here, keeping that weight on your face as I transition, right? But yeah, it's like you felt the pressure focus when I was like keeping my weight on your, but if I keep the head arm, I can't do that. It's too exploitable, okay? So get here. You got good head arm, okay? Good. Now, go ahead, start sliding this knee across. Don't get in a hurry. Just keep that head kind of draped over my shoulder. Good, good. Now, breathe. Here's where you need to put your hand out. Yeah. See, I can't do anything. You're good. Now, start kind of, as you go to flip this over, and you're still not in a hurry, I want you to transfer some weight to my head as you move your head over. Yes. Terrible. Good. Back again. Head arm. Good. Thank you. Yes. Slide across. Still not in a hurry. Nice. Very good. Really raise my chin up on that one. I like that. Right. Elongates my here. Nobody likes getting traction unless you're usually your back's messed up if you're getting traction. So anyway, but like a paper cutter choke. All right. Okay. Now let's just transition this way. This is what we already saw. Put me in cross side. Here. Okay. So not getting into the positional control as much here. What I want you to show and do is the same concept we talked about. You got to remember always lead with the foot, not the knee. If we're sliding the knee across, guess what? We're leading with the knee. Like you can't lead with the foot. But if we're stepping over, right, we're leading with the foot. So here, this is cross side control. All right? Now, do you feel this? I want you to just drop your hip on it. See, that can press my elbow a little bit. Now sit through to reverse Kesa. Slide your right knee, or your left knee, I mean, rather, to my hip, your bottom knee. Yes, good. Remember, you got the little pinch here. Good. Nice. Keep that knee connected. Yes, good. Now slide a little bit of my weight, your weight across my body. Yes, get that. That's good. Okay. Now lead with the foot, step over. Good. Very good. Go back. Cross body. Okay. So you feel that this could be a problem, like we talked about earlier. So sprawl your hip, kick your leg back. That compressed my elbow a little bit. And not that I wasn't going to keep trying to bench press you off. Okay? Now switch your hips, bringing your knee to my hip. And slide a little weight across my body, across my chest. Yes. Very good. Okay? Now lead with that foot. Good. Okay. So that's the step overs. Simple.